Oh, welcome everyone. Welcome to our fourth round of the ORLSA Formula One 2018 League. After the previous couple of races, I think this is going to be an interesting one. First race in the city, close encounters being expected. It's going to be a fantastic race. I'm gonna put on this on the screen now the team, so you guys can actually view and see who's driving what car. There's a couple of guys that's unable to make it tonight. I know one of them that's not making it is Top Willem 23, or it's 123 actually. Sorry. ORLSA Albert 15, he's also unable to make it tonight. And I believe a Cosmic Adventurer is also not here tonight. But yeah, I'm going to quickly show the championship standings. As you guys can see from 3 rounds, Winterish Iowa is leading with 50 points, with McLaren Freak in second place, and then Multiple Chief is currently in third, and we have Sauber actually leading the team championship, which is surprising. No one would have thought they would end up there. Surprises so far is that Gary Braden hasn't scored any points, and Haas being at the bottom of the log. So I think they will definitely want to get some points on the board here. But yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so qualifying has just started. As you guys can see, everyone is still in the pits. This is going to be an interesting race. I think everyone is scared to go actually out to track. Oh, we've got one of the Force India guys actually going on track. Let's see if we go. We've got someone else also coming out. One of the Saubers, it could be a Williams. Yeah, there's a Williams in. One of the guys is actually standing in this race, Daniel Lobat. Everyone says he's quite fast, so we're going to see what he can do. Another guy that actually joined during the week, Jake's J80. The only Ferrari in the race today is Cycli Disc. It looks like Winterish Iowa is going to go on the soft tires, as is Dandadu and Whistler. Whistler is actually exiting the pits now, so he's definitely on the soft. Just want to see who's going to be the first one to start a lap. I think it might be Jake's actually. I think he's going to be the first one to start a lap. Let's just see where he is. Yeah, he's going to come over the line now and start his first lap. Let's see what happens. And is in the final straight, going over the line and starting his lap now. Let's see if he can keep it tight, and so let's see what type of laps are we looking at. Oh, almost going a bit wide there. It looks like he's going to have a bit of traffic. Everyone exiting for their fast laps. Still in sector 1. Sector 1 is actually quite long. 34.8 is his first sector. And he's got a McLaren in front of him, and it looks like the McLaren is actually holding him up. That's going to be a serious inquiry. The McLaren lets him... Oh, the McLaren's still not letting him go. So that is definitely not working according to plan for him. Finally, the McLaren lets him go. And now he's still got one of the Saubers actually in front of him. Let's see the Sauber going into the braking zone. Okay, and out of the corner, Sauber lets him go. But that would have definitely not helped his lap. Let's see what his lap time is. They're looking at 1 minute 36, I believe. And he's already going to 1 minute 40. He's definitely lost a lot of time. Okay, let's see if we can catch someone else on a fast lap. Okay, so shot Steven. Oh, a bit wide on the exit of turn 1. He's on the second DRS straight. Let's see what happens. Now that was a bit better exit from that corner. Oh, it looks like we already have a DNF in Taylor curve. I'm not sure what happened there. Now that was on his outlap, so he hasn't even done a lap yet. Oh, so we've got Daniel Lovac actually on the fastest lap. 1 minute 39.1. Let's see if I can catch someone on a quick lap here. This is Dandadu. Hey, Gary is actually on a lap. Let's see what he can do. Coming towards the last sector now. Coming into the tricky, fast and left-right hander. You have to take it flat out. He's on the final straight. Let's see what his time is. 1 minute 39.1. That currently puts him in second position. So Mariko is our race winner from China, the previous race. Let's see what he can do. He's coming for his fast lap now. Opening up the DRS. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nice and smooth. Corner 2. Almost a bit wide. Almost touched the wall there. Used as much of the track as possible. Second DRS up to corner 3. That's not too bad exit there. Oh, and we've got Sickly Disc out and Reddish Uli already out. This is interesting. Coming through the castle section here. They're on the start finish straight, and he goes over the line with a 1 minute 38.5, which puts him actually in first position. Dana 2 with the 1 minute 43. Sector 1, 2, and 3, we've got people out. So, City Desk is out, Tamer Curve, Reddish Ely, and Libby's is now out. That is very interesting. Okay, so Not Nats has just started a fast lap. Let's see if he can improve on his 1 minute 41 there. Okay, I see Wintries has also left the pits now. He's currently in sector 2. Let's see what he can do. And as you guys can see, if you don't take the final 2 corners correctly, that is what's going to happen. Oh, that is not good for him. I've got a feeling we're going to have very little finishers in this race. Currently having McLaren Freak in the view here. Okay, we're spectating on the V25 everyone is actually scared of him, and there's reasons why. On the soft tire, he is managing the same laps as what Mariko is doing on super softs. That is super fast for that tire. We've got Pearson is also out. That is shocking. We have so many people out already. The multiple chief still needs to do a lap. Let's see. It looks like he's on a fast lap now, coming into the final sector. Let's see what lap he can put on. He's also running the soft tires. Opening the DRS, doing 342 kilometers per hour already. And that puts him in 10th position. That is shocking. See, Gary is currently on the ultra soft tires. Sorry, that looks more like he is on the super soft. Okay, we've got yellow flags in sector 3 again. So from the 17 drivers, we've already got 6 that scratched out. Going into the final sector now. Let's see if Gary can improve on his time. It looks like he forgot to... Oh, going into the pits. I thought he forgot to open his DRS for a minute there. That would have been funny. Okay, we've got Daniel Lovett on the track again. Is he going to go into the pits, or is he's going to go for a fast lap? It looks like it. Yeah, DRS is open. Let's see what he can do on this lap. Oh, he lost a bit of the wing there. And one of the Saab almost following him there. He's going to be disappointed with that. And there's only 3 minutes left of this session. This is going to be close if he's going to get out for another lap. So currently it's still got Mariko in first position, Winterish Iowa in second, and we've got Whistler in third. Jake's currently in fourth. Oh, that's not good for Daniel Lovat, losing part of his wing there. I see Gary is out again, and he's on the ultra softs. That's definitely the pink tire. McLaren Freak also on an out lap. I think Winterish is going to come in for his his final fast lap, I believe. He might be able to do another lap if he's lucky. But if he's going to go faster the second lap, then he's taking life out of his tires. And I see he's currently on the super soft tire. So he'll definitely improve. Oh, it did touch the wall there, it looks like it. The DRS open. Let's see what it does. Sector 134.9. Coming up to the castle section. Let's see what he does. Coming into the final sector, final corner, heading towards the straight, and DRS open. Let's see what he does. There's the yellow flag in sector 2 again, and that's a 37.5. That is currently the fastest lap with 18 seconds left of the session. Okay, so we've got Jags coming into, and we have one of the Haas drivers hitting the wall there. I believe it was one of the Haas drivers. It looks like Daniel Lovac is finished. Okay, Gary is on the lap, coming up to the final straight. Let's see what he does. Coming to the line, and that is a 38.9. That puts him in 4th position behind Whistler. And the only person that can really improve now is McLaren Freak. Let's see what he can do. Also in the final sector, coming towards the line. Already 1 minute 36 seconds. 1 minute 38.965. That puts him right behind Gary. What a close time. This is definitely close between 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th as well. The times is very close to each other. There'll definitely be a couple of guys that will be disappointed. Okay, as you guys can see on the screen now, we've got Winterish in 1st with the Sauber, Mariko in 2nd, then Whistler in 3rd. Winterish definitely put it a super fast lap. And right at the bottom with no time is Libis, Reddish Uli and Piersnius. Okay, so we're just waiting for everyone to ready up so the race can start. On the screen now you guys can see the championship standings. And the formation lap has just started. We have seen some guys disqualified on the formation lap, but the formation lap is just a way for them to get the tires warm and ready. We've already got Reddish Uli with a disqualification, yeah. Oh, I shot Steven as well, disqualified. Danadu also disqualified. But yeah, they can get a disqualification now, but they can still start the race and they will finish the race as it starts. So it's no issues. At least this disqualification means nothing actually. It's just that they don't want to do the formation lap. Guys, in the stream, if there's anything wrong with the stream or something is lagging or anything like that, please just throw it in the chat so I can have a look to try and fix it as soon as possible. Yeah, we're coming up to the start finish now, and for the race to start, let's see what happens. As you guys can see, everyone getting up to the starting line, and it looks like the race is about to start. And off we go. Into the first corner, we've got Mariko going for the lead, and he's actually in the lead. And so far it's clean. We've got one guy running wide at the back. It's still clean. I don't see any accidents. And we've got contact in the midfield with a force in there. And I'm not sure who was the other one. It might have been Rakisan. I see he's dropping down. I'm not sure what's happening with McLaren Freak. Let's see if we can get to him. Oh, I believe McLaren Freak might have disconnected from the session. And we've got Dunadu going slowly. He might have knocked his wing at the front. We've got Libby's right behind Dunadu now, trying to go for an overtake. We're just going to go to this battle at the front again. It's definitely heating up. And we've got Daniel Lobat actually dropping down to 7th in front of Multiple Chief. And Winters is going to go for the overtake. He's on the inside, and he is through. Currently in first position with Mariko in second. Mariko is going to try and come back. Not fast enough. Let's see what happens into this next section here. You can definitely see it looks like Mariko set up his wings to be a bit faster, so if he can get in front of Winterish, then he might be able to hold him off. This is a close battle, and Gary is currently finding himself in third position. That will be good for us to get some points on the board. But he's being hustled by Whistler, currently in fourth. Okay, so it looks like Winterish is putting a gap between himself and Mariko now. And Gary is putting a distance between himself and Whistler. Everyone is moving towards the second of each other. Now I see Pearson and Lobat has already pitted. Now we've got yellow flags in sector 2. I'm going to see who's close towards each other so we can look out for the good battles. And it's still Libby's behind Danadu. And Raikkonen has just gone past Daneby and Lewis at the same time. Two Red Bulls and a Sauber. Let's see what happens. Libby's closing up on Danedy again. DRS is open for both of them. Of course, both of them has got DRS. It won't be effective for Libby's to get the pass there. As Libby's going to go for the inside, Libby's is going to, almost went for it. We've still got Whistler 0.7 of a second behind Gary, and it looks like Gary is actually catching up to Mariko. We've got yellow flag in sector 2 again. Let's see if Lewis almost going too wide there. Looks like Lewis is struggling through this section here. He's definitely losing ground towards Danby. Oh, we've got Whistler overtaking Gary. Did Gary make a mistake? Oh, Gary made a huge mistake. Gary made a huge mistake. He went from 3rd to 7th. That's not good. He's going to come in straight to the pits now. Oh, that is not good for the Haas driver. We've got the other Haas currently running in 7th position. And Gary dropping down to 11th already. Oh, Libby's is out of the race. Oh no. I'm not sure what happened to Libby's there. He definitely took himself out. We've got Lovat in for his 2nd pit already. So we've got Winterich in the lead by 3 seconds. Mariko in 2nd position, with Whistler currently in 3rd. And then Jake's in 4th position. And then the only Ferrari in this race, 60 Disc, currently running in 5th position. Almost looked like he got out of control into the last corner. And Multiple Chief is currently in 6th. It doesn't look like he's fancying this track, but I believe he is on the harder tyre. Yes, Multiple Chief is on the harder tyre. I just realized my mic was on mute. Oh, Sicky Disc out of the race. In into the final corner, I believe. Oh no. Yeah, there is stricken Ferrari as well, and we almost had one of the Red Bulls driving into him. Oh, that is unfortunate. And we actually see overtake here from Raikkonen on Tamer Curve. So Raikkonen has got a huge gap in front of him now. He definitely needs to put in laps to take the time down. Oh, and I believe Mariko actually made a mistake. He is currently down into 4th position. And not going very fast. It looks like Raikkonen can actually catch up to him. That is unfortunate from Mariko. Oh, you know what? Mariko actually went for a pit. I just want to say he's done 0 laps. I thought it said 0 pits. He actually went in for a pit and changed from the super soft tire to the soft. He's currently 14 seconds behind Multiple Chief. Chief is currently 5.5 seconds behind Whistler. Will he be able to catch up to Whistler though? And Whistler is 10 seconds behind Winter Iowa now. It looks like Whistler is managing the gap between himself and Multiple Chief to 5.5 seconds, or around that mark. And Mariko is actually catching up again. He's only 14 seconds behind Chief. And he is leaving Raikkonen behind him for now. But I believe these guys on the Super Softs is getting towards the end of their stint on the Super Softs. So Jake's currently in 6th position ahead of Gary. Gary definitely needs to finish in the top 10 to get some points. But Dynamo is currently finding himself in the points again. He will definitely be happy with that. Oh, and we've got Daniel Lovat's also out of the race. Not too sure where that happened. And we've got Whistler going into the pits. So currently we've got Libby's out of the race, Piesnius, Sikli Disc and Daniel Lovat out of the race. So we've got 12 guys left on the track. The Tamer Curve currently in 11th with a shot Stephen right in front of him, just 5 seconds ahead of him. And then we've got Notnats coming towards the finish line now. He is 5 seconds behind Danadu. And then Danadu is 9 seconds behind Gary. And Gary is actually catching up to Jakes. Let's see if Gary can get the overtake here. Oh, sorry, I mean, Jakes is catching up to Raiki's son. Let's see if Jakes can actually pull the move here. Just got the names a bit backwards there, but yeah, let's see. And they're only less than 2 seconds behind Mariko. But Mariko definitely lost out a bit there because he is behind Whistler after Whistler's pit. And then we've got Chief still in second, and Winterish doing already 9 laps on the Super Softs. It looks like Winterish is going to go for one pit, and we've got Jakes going for the overtake on Raiki's, and he is gone past. Let's see if he can stick it into the first corner. I believe, Raiki's has gone into the pits. 9 laps on the Super Soft was a bit too much for Raiki to handle there. And Raiki is actually right behind Mariko now. It looks like Mariko has got some damage on his front wing. Yes, he's definitely got damage on the front wing. Okay, I've just got received some assist here. Okay, that should do it. I heard my voice is a bit soft for the game, so yeah, let's see if it's improving now. Oh, Mariko is actually out of the race. I think he disconnected. Oh, that is unfortunate. After winning the previous race, he definitely would have wanted to keep that momentum going. And we've got the safety car out actually. The first time this season we've got the safety car. I'm not too sure what happened with Mariko. It looks like it happened here in the castle section. So yeah, this is gonna change a bit of things, because Chad will be, or Multiple Chief will be behind Winterish, and I believe both of them will probably go in for a pit now. And essentially they will receive a free pit stop. And we will have currently 11 guys left in the session. This is very interesting to see what's going to happen here now. It looks like, definitely looks like Reddish Uli is having a torrid time here at Baku. And as I predicted, Winter is in for the pit. Actually want to see if Chad is going to follow suit. Yes, Chad also going into the pits. Winter should come out in first place still. Whistler also coming into the pits. I think everyone is going to switch over to the softs now. And that's going to leave Chief in a difficult situation because he might not be able to make 14 laps on the super softs. But definitely if they manage 10 laps on the super softs, the softs will definitely last them. Jake's coming, maybe he might be able to pass Whistler while Whistler is in the pits. Let's see what happens. Whistler coming out just in front of him. Gary currently on the ultra softs. And is Gary going to come in for the pits now? I think it will be a good decision to come into the pits and just swap over to the softs, and he's going to go long. That might not be a good decision by him. This is definitely going to work into the hands of some of the guys. The safety car is definitely a shocker for everyone still. And as you guys can see, we've got Winterish behind the safety car and Multiple Chief behind him. We're still waiting for Whistler to catch up and the rest of them. We've got the Force Indias currently in 3rd and 4th position. And we've got the Red Bull of Raikkonen who started close to the back. I just want to see what the position changes is. Oh, Raikkonen actually started 8th and he's made up 3 places already. And the guy with the most places gained is Multiple Chief with 8 positions gained. Mariko dropped from 2nd down to 12th. That is unfortunate for him. Yeah, if I was Gary, I would have definitely pitted now, get that yellow tire on and go to the end of the race. Because how it is looking like now, he is definitely going to have to pit again. I don't see the hyper soft tires or the ultra softs actually lasting towards the end of the race. I believe before the safety car can go in again, everyone needs to be behind each other. The only person that will be out of sync will be Reddish Uli. I believe he's going to be a lap down. And we've got Shot Steven actually going into the pits. Yeah, he's exiting the pits and he's put on the super soft tire. That is very strange. Well, that is his 3rd pit already. Well, it looks like Wintry should be able to make only one pit stop. I'm still not sure about Multiple Chief, if he will be able to do one stop only. Okay, so we've got race control saying safety car in this lap. Let's see what happens at the front, because Multiple Chief is on the faster tire. Okay, so the race is on, and we've got Wintry still in the lead with Chad Riker. Oh, and Wintry is going wide, and Multiple Chief actually in the lead now. Second corner. And we've got yellow flags again. Oh, we've got Riker's son actually. Oh my word, that is unfortunate for him. He's currently down in 9th position now. Let's just get back to this battle here. It looks like Wintry is struggling on the yellow tires. Multiple Chief is definitely already a second and a half ahead. And we've got Multiple Chief currently in first with the super soft tire. Wintry Iowa in second on the soft tire. And we've got Whistler right behind him. And right behind Whistler we've got Jakes. Now we've got Notnas and Dandadu actually having a bit of a battle. And Notnas is in front of Dandadu, but Dandadu is going to come back on the inside. It's going to be bravest on the brakes. No, it's not Nets. Oh, Dandadu almost running a bit too wide. And right behind them we've got Tamer Curve. Oh, and we've got Jakes out of the race. Oh, and there his freaking car is. Oh my word, is that going to bring out another safety car? Oh, and we've got Danadu almost hitting the wall there. Is that going to bring out another safety car? It doesn't look like it. And it looks like the guys that's going to finish is all going to finish in the points. And Reddish Uli is still a lap behind. So the next lap he will be able to get himself into a 10th position. I'm still worried about Chief, if he will be able to make it towards the end of this race with the set of tires he's got on now. Gary will definitely have to put. I definitely believe Gary definitely made the wrong decision to stay out on the ultra softs. He should have came into the pits. He will definitely. Haas will be happy. They will definitely get some points out of this. But they should have capitalized, and Gary could have had fourth for himself if he went on the soft tires. Whistler again on the so far on the podium, 2 races in a row. He will definitely be happy with that. Oh, and we've got Winter actually catching up to Multiple Chief. Let's see what happens here. Coming down to the DRS zone, only a half a second behind him. Winterish is going to have DRS now. The DRS is open and he's going for the overtake on the outside. And he's got the fastest lap. We've got sector 2 again, a yellow flag. It still looks like everyone is running. And there we have it, Reddish Uli currently in the 10th position. Oh, and I believe Gary is in the pits now, coming out in 5th position, being 6 seconds behind Notnat so far. Will he be able to catch up to Notnat? Oh, and we've got Danadu going down. Okay, Danadu is currently also in the pits, coming out from the super softs. Riker is on the ultras. Let's see if he can actually make up some space. Gary needs to run down Notnuts now. And Winterish is just putting up a gap between himself and Multiple Chief now. So far, it doesn't look like. Wait, Gary is actually catching Notnuts. He's done 2 seconds in the last 2 sectors. Let's see if he can catch up even further. There's still 8 laps remaining. Oh, what did Gary do? Gary, what did you do? Completely missed the braking for the first corner, and now he is 14 seconds behind Notnet. He needs to catch him by 2 seconds a lap just to get close to him. That is unfortunate. Well, so far Whistler is currently in 3rd, only 3 seconds behind Chief. If Chief needs to pit again, then Whistler is definitely in the driving seat here. And even Notnats might be able to capitalize a bit of that action. So let's see if Chief can make it to the end of this race, or does he have to pit again? Gary will definitely not be happy with himself at this stage. He's made some stupid mistakes that he will definitely regret. Someone that's been quiet today is Shot Steven. And also a timer curve as well. is driving at their pace, getting around the track. Danadu has definitely seen some action, and we've got Raikkonen actually catching up to Danadu. Only 2 seconds behind him now, well, 3 seconds. And it looks like Whistler is actually catching up to Multiple Chief there. At 2.7 seconds behind him, and Chief is 3.6 seconds already behind Winterish. Raikkonen is definitely catching up to Danadu very fast. Already only 1.7 seconds behind Danadu now. And Winter is already with a 4-second gap. And Whistler is definitely catching up to Chief. Just want to see what happens here between Raikkonen and Danadu. Then I'm going to swap over to Whistler to see how he is being catching up to the Multiple Chief. Almost a bit wide there, touching the wall. Oh, it didn't go for the overtake there. Let's see what happens. I'm staying behind Danadu for now. I think he's going to wait till he gets DRS. And we've got Raikkonen going past Danadu, but Danadu, it looks like Danadu lifted and let Raikkonen through. Oh, Notnats is out of the race. Oh my word. His car was stuck on the corner. Oh my word, there is into the wall. That is unfortunate. Notnats dropping out of the race. This is definitely good for Gary now. But Gary getting into 4th position. I still believe if Gary went to the soft tires when the safety car came out, then Gary could have been much closer to Whistler now and been able to pounce if a Multiple Chief actually went to the pits now. But let's see how many laps Multiple Chief can still do. Now this is definitely a race for the slower guys to actually get some points here. And Gary now 33 seconds behind Whistler. And Whistler dropping a bit back to Chief again. It's now down to or up to 3.2 seconds. And Winters is just running at the front. He's running away. No one will be able to catch him. Doesn't matter what car you give him, he's going to race away. He's already 7 seconds ahead of Chief. Very interested to see if Chief is going to make it to the final lap on these tires. Depends how he manages them. Yeah, if Chief has to go to pits now, that will be damage controlling, and he will definitely still finish in third position. We've got Reddish Uli currently in 9th position, Not Nuts in 10th, but Not Nuts with his DNF there. It looks like Raiku's son is actually catching up to Tamer Curve. Oh, and what happened with Shot Steven? Oh, Shot Steven's in the pits, and that promotes Danadu to 7th. And we've got yellow flags in sector 3. Let's see who is in sector 3. It is the leaders. Oh, and there goes the wing of Multiple Chief. That is going to hamper his progress. How fast can he get back to the pits now? That's definitely going to promote Whistler into 2nd position. Or will he be able to drive the car with the half a front wing towards the end? Let's see. Definitely some damage there. You see half of the front wing is definitely damaged. And Whistler is catching up to him very quickly now. Whistler only 2 seconds behind him now. Whistler closing the gap to 1.9 seconds. Oh, 1.5, 1.4. Definitely damage in the front wing is not good. Oh, if Chief goes to pit now, he should still be able to come out in front of Gary. And we've got 1 second between these two now. Is Chief going to go into the pits, or is he going to stay out and try and fight? Let's see. But Whistler's only 0.6 behind him now. Whistler's going to get DRS. And Chief is not going to go into the pits. Oh, and that's Reddish Uli out of the race in 9th position. Oh my word, Tamer Curve. As I went through the guys, the Tamer Curve is out of the race. Did he crash in the castle section? Let's see. I believe it was in the castle. Yes. In the castle turn. That is unfortunate from Tamer Curve. Currently we've got 7 guys finishing. Gary's still in 4th position. Raiku's son now up to 5th. Danadu up to 6th place. And Shot Steven actually catching up to Danadu. Oh, and my remote batteries is flat like you guys can see there. Will Shot Steven be able to get an overtake on Danadu? And we've got Whistler right behind Chief now. About 1.2 seconds behind him now. Let's see if Whistler can get the better of Multiple Chief here. Coming towards the final corners. Whistler is going to get DRS. But will it be enough to overtake Multiple Chief? Let's see. DRS is open. And I just believe it's just too short of a DRS section to utilize the full strength of it. What's going to happen in this corner? This is a better exit from Whistler. His DRS is open. And is catching to Chief and also not close enough. Maybe the damage from the front wing on Multiple Chief is giving him some extra speed down the straight. Well, the next sector, Chief is supposed to struggle with no front grip. Let's see if Whistler can get anything out of this. So Whistler definitely on the back of him, and these corners should favor Whistler because of the full front wing. Oh, it looks like he's struggling to keep him behind him, fighting his way. But Winterish with an 18-second lead. Let's see. Okay, so Whistler is only 0.4 of a second behind Chief now. And what is going to happen? 0.5 now. DRS will be opened now. How close can he get to him with the DRS open? 0.3 of a second. Braking for the first corner. I think he might have an opportunity in the next straight. It's on the final lap, this. What a battle. Oh, and Whistler not with a good drive out of that corner. That's going to hamper him. I'm surprised that Multiple Chief actually went 14 laps on the Super Soft. That's good tire management. But yeah, those Super Softs can go off at any minute and then he'll just drop time like a fly. Not close enough. Oh, and he touches the wall. That is not good for Whistler. But definitely Multiple Chief is struggling. And we've got Winterish actually over the line already for the win. But this battle for second place is fantastic. And I believe... Oh, what's happening here? And we've got Whistler in second position and Multiple Chief in third. What an overtake on the final corner. I believe that tires of the Mercedes was done. And couldn't get the drive out of the final corner. Gary currently in a fourth position. Still waiting for him to finish, coming through the final couple of corners. It looks like Gary is running low on fuel actually. So that's actually the first points for Haas on the board. And the only person that we're waiting for to finish now is Raikkonen. He's currently running in fifth position. Coming to the final section on the straight. And over the line he goes for the fifth. We've only got, I think it was 7 or 8 guys finishing this race. That is so interesting. We definitely thought there was going to be some collisions, but it looks like the guys mostly took themselves out. You know, Winterish with a lovely win again. Or with a lovely drive at least. I think this is his first race that he's winning. Oh, guys, I'm just waiting for the results to show on the screen. So, as you guys can see, no one with penalties, which is very good. So, Winters, Iowa won by 20 seconds over Whistler. Multiple Chief in third, Gary in fourth, Raiku in fifth, Danadu in sixth, Shot Steven in seventh, Tamer Curve in eighth, Reddish Uli in ninth, Notnas in 10th, and Jake's 11th, Mariko in 12th, Daniel Lovat in 13th, Sickly Disc in 14th, Piers Neas in 15th, and Libby's in 16th position. That was a very interesting result. And listen, guys, with that bombshell of only 7 guys finishing the race, we are going to call it a night. And thank you guys for joining. And hope you guys have a fantastic evening. And see you next week. Cheerios.